Jonny Evans makes worrying admission regarding Eric Tan Hag's Man United future rumours. Jonny Evans has admitted rumours surrounding the future of manager Eric Tan Hag have been on the minds of Manchester United players. The Red Devils are currently enduring their worst ever Premier League start with just 8 points on the board from 7 games so far, leaving them in 14th place. With Man United only finishing 8th last season, there is now immense pressure on manager Ten Hag, who arguably is only still on a job thanks to Carabao Cup and FA Cup wins across his first 2 seasons in charge. Although they were blunt in attack, Man United can at least take heart from a solid defensive display away at an informed Aston Villa side on Sunday. However, that result still leaves them 5 without a win across all competitions since their 7-0 thrashing of League One Barnsley in the EFL Cup in mid-September. Veteran defender Jonny Evans was a shock inclusion in United's starting lineup on Sunday, but acquitted himself well and was named man of the match by Sky Sports commentator Jamie Carragher. Evans was asked after the match at Villa Park how the United players feel about the rumours regarding Ten Hag's future. The Northern Irishman admitted the speculation is taking its toll. He said, "It does affect the players, it's on our minds too. I think the more experience I've got in my career, I've made sure I do everything to be ready and give everything I can to the team." That said, Evans was pleased with the spirit his teammates showed at one of the Premier League's toughest destinations right now. He went on to add, "That was the important thing to show the spirit in the team. Everyone competed as much as they could. That's a pleasing thing to see. You never have everyone available throughout the season. It's important everyone coming in is ready to go when they are ready." Carragher accuses Man United boss Ten Hag of lying regarding Marcus Rashford's decision. Jamie Carragher has suggested Eric Tan Hag has lied about his reasons for bringing Marcus Rashford off at half-time of Thursday's Europa League match to protect the player. Rashford enjoyed a highly productive first half, scoring after 7 minutes and setting up Rasmus Hojlund 13 minutes later to fire United into a 2-0 lead away at Porto. By half-time, the host had pulled it back to 2-2, and as the two sides emerged for the second half, Rashford was a notable absentee, replaced by Alejandro Garnacho. Speaking after the match, Ten Hag insisted Rashford's substitution was purely rotational in order to give Garnacho ample minutes. He said, "He is okay, but also Garnacho, he is, in the season, our attacking threat in this moment, and we brought him from the bench. We need fresh players also for Sunday, so yes, it was all in the plan." In a later interview, Ten Hag added, "We have to rotate. Garnacho, we didn't start him. He had a great game not only on Sunday, but I think in the whole season. We subbed them because on Sunday we have another hard game, a good game, so we need players to be available and be fit and be fresh. It's a quick turn around to Villa. They have a day longer to recover, and we have an away game, so we want fresh players on the pitch." Carragher isn't buying Ten Hag's excuse, instead hinting that the Man United manager lied to the media to try and protect Rashford's mentality. The former Liverpool defender told Sky Sports via BBC Sport during Sunday's clash with Aston Villa the following: "You don't substitute a player at half-time during a major European game because of rotation." Eric Tan Hag said that to protect the player. Manchester United make worst start to a season in 35 years. Manchester United had another disappointing result as they drew 0-0 away to Aston Villa in their Premier League clash at Villa Park. Eric Tan Hag will surely be feeling the pressure as he faced two big games this week after the 3-0 loss at home to Tottenham last weekend, but ended up drawing in both trips to Porto and Aston Villa. That's unlikely to quieten down the critics, with Man United now officially on their worst run at the start of a new season since all the way back in the 89-90 campaign, according to football stats specialist Opta Joe. United were up against a good Villa side, so in a way a draw is no disgrace, but it's not really what was needed right now, and one has to wonder what it will mean for Ten Hag's future. The draw against Porto was also a bit of a shambles from the Red Devils, who went 2-0 up in that game before finding themselves 3-2 down at one point, even if they were still able to secure a draw. Stats like that show just how badly things are going for Ten Hag at United, even after being given plenty of time and resources to try to turn things around. It was never going to be easy for the Dutch tactician, but one has to wonder now if there are some better managers out there who could be upgrades on the former Ajax boss now and who could get more out of this expansively assembled squad. Many of United's current squad were signed under Ten Hag, but players like Anthony, Andre Onana, Mason Mount, Rasmus Hojlund, Joshua Zirkzee, and Matthias de Ligt have not really impressed so far. 50 million euros Man United talent wants Eric Tan Hag to stay longer to disrupt unusual pattern. Man United star Matthias de Ligt has admitted that he wants Eric Tan Hag to remain as manager of the Premier League club for longer, as the Dutch coach's future at Old Trafford remains under threat. The opening part of the 24-25 campaign has been very underwhelming for Man United, as the Red Devils currently sit 14th in the Premier League table and have failed to win any of their two Europa League matches. Ahead of the clash at Villa Park, Man United summer signing De Ligt has stated that he wants his Dutch boss to remain at the Manchester club, as he has never had a manager oversee his career for longer than 1.5 seasons. He said, "In my career, I have never had a manager for longer than 1.5 seasons. So this is something that I hope I can have now that I have a trainer or a manager who stays longer with me as a player." Having captured everyone's attention with his performances with Ajax, De Ligt has not developed into the player many thought he would, as the centre-back has been cast aside by both Juventus and Bayern Munich since leaving the Netherlands in 2019. The 25-year-old joined Man United from the Bundesliga club this summer as part of a 50 million euros deal and has so far struggled with the Premier League giants. The frequent change of coaches may have played a role in De Ligt's underdevelopment, but it's also certain that Ten Hag will not help his career at Man United. The Dutch star's former Bayern coach Thomas Tuchel is one man linked to the manager's role at Old Trafford should Ten Hag get the sack, and that is not good news for the centre-back, as the German did not fancy the defender whilst the pair were in Bavaria. Man United ready to enter talks with 51-year-old manager if Eric Tan Hag is sacked. Manchester United are prepared to open talks with Thomas Tuchel in the event Eric Tan Hag is sacked this season, according to Iron News. Man United manager Ten Hag has failed to inspire his team and they are off to another poor start this season. It feels like the team has not improved from last season, despite being backed financially in the summer transfer window. The Man United hierarchy provided the manager new signings, and it's a huge surprise that none of them have performed well this season. The Red Devils finished 8th in the league last season, and this season they are currently 14th. Home defeats against Liverpool and Tottenham have made matters worse for the club and the manager. The manner of the defeat against those two teams is something that would have hurt the decision makers at the club, just like it has hurt the fans. The Europa League encounter against Porto should have been a routine win when Man United had taken a 2-0 lead, but it turned into a disastrous outing for their defense, and somehow the match ended 3-3. Suggestions have been made in the media regarding Ten Hag's uncertain future at the club and that he was given two matches to save his job. In his third season at the club, Ten Hag has failed to build a playing style of the team, and considering how Arne Slot is doing at Liverpool and Enzo Maresca at Chelsea, it's a huge surprise how he even defends himself in the media. Man United prepare to wait until June to land top managerial target. The next most unlikely candidate, at least from an arch-rival's perspective, is now in the picture of reports from Spain via the faithful are to be believed. Former Liverpool star Xabi Alonso is arguably the most coveted young manager in the world after leading Bayer Leverkusen to an unlikely Bundesliga title by a canter and almost completing an unbeaten season in all competitions until they fell at the final hurdle to Atalanta in the Europa League final. The mere mention of Alonso's name has United fans waving their hands away in a he'd never come gesture, but this has not stopped Ineos from trying. According to the report, United's part owners are aware that he would not leave the German side in mid-season, but he is their top priority, and they are prepared to wait until the end of this campaign to get his signature, it's claimed. Real Madrid and Bayern Munich have also been linked with the Spaniard's signature, and it's hard to imagine why he would opt for United unless he wanted to give himself undoubtedly the biggest challenge in football. It has become something of a poison chalice. Also, Ineos will argue that things will be different with their management team now in place. The situation will become more feasible if Ten Hag were to stumble on until beyond Christmas. Ineos may want Ten Hag's entire team to go with him, in which case, putting in an interim cold at the beginning of October to wait until June for Alonso would seem a very risky policy indeed. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.